Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start now. And um, so I'm going to explain the stream. First of all, um, the format of this will be an explanation of my life and my daily life and how I get through it, and what I can do to help you and why I was hired to do this. Um, After that, I will give people time to ask questions, and then I'm going to explain what we have coming up over the next, or the last week of July and the month of August. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Um, so my name is Justin Cope. I help with the outline or the online services at Disability in Action, which is a independent living center in based in Abilene, Texas. I work remotely. So what that means is I live basically across the state and I'm employed by them, and everything I do is online. All the work I do for them. I was brought on to um, run the grant program that they got from Texas Silk called the VILS program, which is the Virtual Independent Living Services program. And it's basically to help underserved communities in the state of Texas get independent living services and information and referral for resources. So it's really cool to work remotely. I'm hundreds of miles away and I get to do this. And it's really cool. Um, so around 16 years ago, when I was 6 years old, uh, I was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy, Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Um, my disability can be challenging many times. Um, I'm able to power through these challenges for the most part, most of the time. Um, I have challenges with physical tasks mostly, and um, it can be hard for me to have to ask for help with small tasks throughout a day, and that can be uh, hard for me to put on other people. I have limited movement, and um, I have sore muscles a lot of the time just from the breaking down of muscle tissue. Um, I have a new soreness every day, pretty much. The ways that I cope with this disability is I write my feelings down when I'm not feeling good. I write down what has made me happy in the past and things like that. And I also take time out of my day to just relax to kind of ease some of the muscle soreness I get. So that is my diagnosis, and those are the challenges that I have and how I face them. A lot of um, living with a disability is adapting to challenges, and I think that's um, key to living a good life with a disability. Just finding ways to get around it and finding people that can help you. Um, So next, I'm going to discuss where I live. I live on the Texas Gulf Coast near Victoria, Texas, and I really enjoy living here. I'm close to the water, and uh, fresh seafood is always right there, so that's always nice. And um, this job was such a big deal for me because I actually live in an area that is kind of underserved by centers for independent living in the state of Texas. The closest one to me is about 100 miles south in Corpus. And so it's really cool for me to hopefully help other people that don't have those resources in areas like this, where your closest center is 100 miles away or further. So that's where I live. Um, so I'll discuss my hobbies next. I am limited in the ways that I can entertain myself and the hobbies I can pursue, but I try to make make it work. Uh, Many of the hobbies I have are more difficult for me to pursue, and I try my best to make them work through the use of assistive technology and help from friends and family. So my hobbies include target shooting, gaming, socializing with family and friends, hunting, and media creation. Um, Hunting and target shooting are some harder things that I enjoy doing, and it takes a lot of preparing and assistive technology and things like that to do those things safely and effectively. Um, I'm currently working with my dad to make it easier for me to target shoot and hunt. Um, so I also I enjoy socializing with friends and family because I know that they understand my situation and um, they're willing to listen and they are uh, happy to be around me. And it's always good to have people that are happy to be in your presence. Just it just makes you feel better, like a better person. Now, with the current situation, socializing with family and friends has been tough for me, um, but uh, hopefully this ends soon and I can get back to that. Um, some other things that I enjoy doing are gaming and media creation. Gaming is really cool for me because it allows me to um, do something without limits and be a character within a game that has no limits, that is physically capable, and that's really good for my mind just to escape sometimes. Also, as far as the games I play, I highly enjoy Subnautica and racing video games. Subnautica is a game where you explore an underwater planet and uh, there's lots of exploration to do in that game and lots of things to do to escape from the real world. And I enjoy racing games because I am very interested in motorsport. It's just not possible for me to do the real thing with my disability. And as far as content creation goes, I enjoy editing videos. I stream the games I play from time to time also. Uh, it's not very often though. I do enjoy it though. I also uh, am getting into graphics designing, partially because of my job. I do some of that, and obviously I have a lot to learn with that still. But I do enjoy putting that kind of stuff together, graphics together, and stuff like that. I have no education in that, and I have a long way to go in pursuit of that hobby and getting good at it. Um, Now, one thing that I want to do to make people more comfortable and in approaching me for support, I'd like to explain why I'm good for this job and just from personal experience. Um, and I'd like to say that I'm not an expert in the independent living services field. Um, However, I do have connections to the nonprofit organization that I work for, and they do have people that I can refer to for the correct information. And I also have the internet at my disposal to find somebody that can help if somebody has a question on uh, what's available to them and the support that they can find. I am able to offer one-on-one support in a private setting, a safe setting for people to vent and just discuss their problems and how they'd like to fix them, as well as what they want to pursue in their lives. Um, I can offer advice on that. It may not always be perfect advice, but I will work to find the correct information for you. Um, as far as my personal experience, so I've lived with a disability for 16 years, and there have been lots of challenges and downfalls that I've had to go through. And I think that I offer some unique personal experience to people, and I can relate, which is key for me. I think relating to people in similar situations is important when you're looking to help somebody because you understand that they're concerned. You understand that they're worried about putting their trust into somebody that they hardly know and um, putting information out there that they may not want to share all the time. Um, I'm the things I am good at are finding events for people with disabilities and assistive technology products that can help people with a disability, and how you can obtain these assistive technology products with many nonprofit organizations and government programs within not only the state but the country that can offer a lot of financial support for assistive technology that uh, a lot of people may need. And I'm also pretty, I have some experience with government entities that uh, do offer support to people with disabilities, like the Texas Workforce Commission and um, the Social Security Administration also. Um, the title of our online program is Texas Disability Connection. Our program puts a big focus on education through online media that would be Zoom meetings, YouTube videos, and other things that are media based that offer educational uh, things. Um, a lot of our meetings will involve somebody that is an expert in a specific field that we may be discussing. I try my best to find somebody for that most of the time. Um, we are also on all social media platforms just to be more approachable by Texans that are living and um, looking to get through life with a disability and getting the right information to those people so they can contact us and we can get back to them quickly. Um, the biggest success, I'd say, of our program so far is the Facebook group, which is where we are right now, and I'm pretty excited to see it growing like it is. We're up to about 100 members now. We started about 3 months ago, and we're already up to 100 members, um, and I think that's really cool. And I hope that the information we have coming out in the future can help people in this group. If I can help 2 or 3 people, which is what I went into this. Uh, I was happy to help anybody at all, and it doesn't matter the number of people I help, obviously, but it is good to be able to reach out to more people, and this Facebook group has allowed that. And I want to thank people for reaching out to other people that they know with a disability and inviting them into the group. That's really helping a lot, and I think it will get our information out there, and we'll get people help in the end. So we also offer one-on-one support meetings. These are safe places where it won't be recorded. No one else will be in the meeting, and you can vent to me. You can express concerns you have, and also I can offer advice just from personal experience. It may not always be the best advice, of course. So I'm going to pull up a page with everything, or with all of our social medias now, where you can contact me, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Let me get that up here. Okay, so here we are. This is the ways you can contact me. I'll leave this up for a few minutes just for everyone to get the information. Really, any of these are great ways to get in contact with me, and we can set up one-on-one Zoom meetings, or if you have concerns or you would like to attend, or you have things you could point out to make our program better, you can get in contact with me through these, and we can find a solution for you. I'll leave it up for a few more minutes, or a minute or so still, and then we'll move forward. Okay. This is also recorded, and it'll be put up on our YouTube channel, so you will be able to access it. And that is one more thing that I forgot to add to what our program can do. We post any informational material that we have, we post onto our YouTube page, which is the same name as our Facebook group, Texas Disability Connection. And it should be one of the first options that pops up when you go through and search on YouTube. So if you miss any meetings, or you would like to access the information we have, it will always be available on YouTube, even when our grant program's over. That information will always be there, and even after this. Yeah. So on a final note of this meeting, before I get into the part where people can ask me questions, I just like to say that living with a disability is challenging. Okay, I know that. I've experienced it, maybe less than other people, and I try my best to relate to everybody living with a disability, and I'm understanding of the challenges that you may face. It's part of the reason why I enjoy this job so much, is because I know that it can be hard to find somebody that is an ally that can get you the information you need. And I feel that I'm in a good place to do that for people. Of course, if you ever do want to have a one-on-one meeting with me just for support, you can obviously just contact me whenever, and I will get to you, and we can get that to work. I just want people to know that within the meeting environment, I will be as open-minded and understanding as I can be. Everything you share in those meetings will not be recorded again, and it will be completely confidential. So I'm here on behalf of Disability in Action to listen, offer advice, and point consumers or people with disabilities to resources that can help them and keep people with disabilities in a positive mindset and living as independently as they can. So that is my final note on my introduction here, and I will be happy to answer people's questions now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move forward to the final thing I wanted to cover in this stream, and these are just the events that we're going to have over the last few days of July and moving into August. So next Monday, actually, we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of the ADA. This is the ADA, of course, has been a good thing for people with disabilities, a big win. And we're coming up on 30 years of the Americans with Disabilities Act being passed. So what we're doing is we're having a group stream. I will not be sharing that, so you will have to join that through Zoom. And we will have some other employees from Disability in Action joining us for that. And it's basically just going to be a safe environment for people to raise awareness for their disability, explain the challenges they face, and even to vent if they want to do that. Living with a disability can be hard, and I think we all can agree with that. And we'll be willing to listen. So after that, that's the final event that we have scheduled for July. And in August, we will be tackling the subject of dealing with the many government agencies that are in Texas that help those with disabilities. So we will have people join us from those said offices, the three main ones being the Social Security Office, the Texas Workforce Commission, and the options for healthcare with a disability within the state of Texas. Those were not in the correct order. I think the first thing we're going to cover is the Texas Workforce Commission, and I will have somebody join me for that, and we will go through the process of what they can do for you and what you need to send them for them to help you and what you need to do to get them to support you. Of course, anybody is allowed to join that Zoom meeting, and at the end, we can have a questions and answers type thing at the end where the person I have on can answer questions. And then The second thing we would have in the month of August is explaining what the Social Security Administration can do for people with disabilities, explaining the restrictions that you may have if you're on SSDI, SSI, uh, or all the other programs that they offer, and what the stipulations are for that. And the final thing will be healthcare options and other financial support options within the state of Texas. So far, that is what we have planned for August. More may come up. Just keep an eye on the Facebook group or my personal page, and you can find updates there. Okay, I think that is everything I've had to cover here. Don't hesitate to ever ask me for help with anything. That's my job. That's what I'm here for, and I'm willing to help. And I hope this helps everyone be a little more trusting of what I can offer, as well as what Disability in Action can help you with. Thanks for watching the stream. I will do more of this in the future, more than likely, just monthly updates explaining what we're going to move on to next. Everyone have a good day.